Hello all, welcome to the human experience, and today we're going to be talking about basic goodness. Now when I say basic goodness, what I mean is these simple things that you really don't have to trade anything for. You don't have to give anything up to take a deep breath, to watch a sunset, to enjoy a cold glass of water. These are elements of basic goodness that are available to each and every one of us. Now, when you accept that you are basic goodness, that you cannot possess it, you cannot buy heaven, you cannot consume nirvana, you simply are these things, whether you know it or not. When you can accept that every element of life is dripping, is encapsulated by basic goodness, you begin to approach things a lot more appreciatively from a place of fullness rather than neediness. You know, somebody who's needy, think of the first person in your mind who is needy, and think of whether or not you want to be around this person. Probably not. But somebody who is full, who has a heart full of love, appreciation, you do want to be around that person. They offer you warmth. It comes from nowhere, seemingly. They seemingly are brimming with appreciation for everything, always looking at the brighter side of things. Now, the reality is that basic goodness is all around us. And when you take the conception of basic goodness as an arrow and you apply it with the bow of mindful action, doors start opening up for you in life. See, when you appreciate the outcome of a situation without judging it to be right or wrong, without labeling it as something you wanted to happen or something you didn't want to happen, you can truly appreciate the outcome of that situation. You can have a direct experience with the reality of that situation. And this has an innumerable amount of beneficial elements to it. See, when you accept a situation as it is, you can begin to diagnose it on a reality basis. This means the difference between people who go around in a circle around the same problem for 20 years and the people who face the problem at first and 6 months later can transform themselves into completely different people. Because the first guy or gal didn't accept the reality. They wanted something different to happen, so they kept butting their head against the same wall. And the wall never gives. Partly because you create it. The second person who accepts the situation understands that he or she has to make a change. Now this makes the difference between winners and losers, between successful and unsuccessful, because you can adapt. You choose to adapt. So basic goodness really allows you to trust in yourself as well as the elements that are going into the events that are responding back to you as a result of your effort. If you're running a business and the business isn't profitable, you need to make a change. You cannot keep doing the same thing, enacting the same processes, and expect a different outcome. It will never happen. You need to be adaptable. Now, that by far is one of the biggest benefits from meditative awareness. is that if you appreciate life in all of its elements, dirty, clean, gay, straight, old, new, if you appreciate that everything is a part of everything, everything is basically good, you move past it. You don't dwell on it. Now, how do you maintain this mindset, this positive mindset? Water. Just can't compete with water. How do you maintain? Well, discipline. And I don't mean military discipline. I don't mean football discipline, people yelling at you to be better. I mean a repetitive motion, a repetitive habit, every day meditating 15 minutes, thinking about the cup half full instead of half empty. Because once you learn this habit, and 5 years down the line, 5 months down the line, you begin to wobble. You begin to get a little lazy. You begin to indulge in the potato chips and not the kale chips. The things that have short-term benefit, like cutting yourself some slack. I really tried. The world just doesn't want to work with me. Things are just too bad. The economy is just too bad to get a job right now. These are the statements of people who have slipped, who don't appreciate the fact that the reason certain things are happening in their lives have to do with what that person is doing, much less than the situation. You can adapt to get whatever you like, but it takes work. So when you begin to slip, if you have developed a habit, you yourself, your subconscious will whisper to you, hey, do you remember 6 months ago when you were putting in work and things were going your way? Do you remember what that felt like? And you will remember, because of the repetitiveness of the habit, you will entrench into your memory positive vibrations, positive outcomes. So when you begin to slip, you act as your own center balance. So 1, you are basic goodness. Basic goodness is available to everybody and anybody who will open their heart and their mind to it. 2, you can use the realization of basic goodness to make intelligent decisions and have direct contact and experiences with your reality. And 3, you can maintain this mindset by developing a habit and reinforcing that habit every single day. Give it a try. Any questions or comments, leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, the human experience is happening right now. Don't let yours go to waste. Thanks for watching.